This is Godzilla 1, and we are going to be continuing Spider-Man PS4, and tonight will probably be the last episode of the main campaign. Then we're going to be moving on to the heist and the... what was the other one called? Well, basically the City That Never Sleeps expansion pack, which I'm looking forward to, because that so far has been very fun from what I've played in my off time. Also, I see someone is in the chat. Hello there. As soon as I'm loaded in, I'm going to go send this out so people know that this is starting. But I just want to load to make sure. Okay. Hey, Trooper. Glad you could make it on right here from the get-go. Please hang on for a second. I'm going to go message this out. Then we're going to get started. Alright, back. So, we're just going to jump right in, because there's really not much else I can do.
Follow? Not without alerting him. Somebody spiked Sable's coffee today. Her men are set on double secret probation alert.
Okay, then stay ready. I've almost got the location.
Okay, let's...
Wait!
And I instantly get caught. I was trying to sneak up on that guy and knock him out. Oops.
Pete, Norman's cure is ready. He's headed to the lab it's at now. Can you follow?
Not without alerting him. Somebody spiked Sable's coffee today. Her men are set on double secret probation alert.
Okay, then stay ready. I've almost got the location.
Go to sleep. And somehow no one heard him. More importantly, somehow no one is noticing, like, them falling over unconscious. You'd think people would be more observant, but these guys really aren't. Okay, I can go around this way, which might give me a little bit more of a... turn very slightly to the side.
I think we got company.
Okay, I know that guy really should have heard that.
I heard something.
Yes, you heard something. He actually turned around and looked, and he still didn't notice. Yeah, I can agree with that, but to be honest, I like these. I like the stealth sections better now that I have a stun gun. Like, having the stun gun makes me like the stealth sections a bit better. I do wish I could just, like, grab the mask and put it on right now. That'd be fun. Like, I don't mind the stealth sections.
Okay, July 18. Bingo.
I can get why people don't like them, maybe don't like them, but I personally like them a bit better because...
Super creepy.
Personally, I like them
The
because they let you see...
Something in this room must be useful.
How dangerous everything is when you're not Spider-Man.
Spiders. Is Norman trying to reverse engineer Peter's abilities? The labels on these cages. Bioelectrokinesis, optical camouflage? What the hell is he trying to create?
Hello, Spider. Any arachnophobes watching are probably not happy about this. To be honest, I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm afraid of having things crawl on me. Like, I don't like having things crawl on me.
GR-27 research log. The whole project has gone to hell. GR-27 is a cure, not a disease. But try telling that to the evening news. Somehow, they've picked up the technician's morbid nickname, Devil's Breath, and are using it to stoke hysteria. They have no idea what it's really capable of. A cure for cancer, genetic disorders, birth defects. With just a little more research, I know we could perfect it. Instead, I'll spend the next 18 months on PR mop-up.
Oh yeah, I intended to.
Devil's Breath isn't a disease. It's an attempt at a cure? I almost can't believe it.
I kind of like that plot twist. The idea that, Devil's Breath is actually, it's still a bioweapon in its current state, but it's not it was not intended as a bioweapon. Okay, my mic fell out there, hang on.
Harry and Emily's medical records. GR-27 was developed to treat them. Devil's Breath is a failed cure for Norman's own family.
And I like that little detail because it still fits, like, Norman still feels like Norman Osborn. Like, he's still corrupt. You can tell he's still corrupt. But he's still someone that has a shred of humanity to him. And I kind of like that. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, there's something else I didn't actually look at, I guess.
A child's X-ray. But it's not Harry or Emily. Who is this? That aura around him. Is this Martin Lee?
Dun dun dun. Huh? Am I still missing something?
Norman Osborn,
Harry and Emily's medical records. GR-27 was developed to treat
Why is
them.
it still keeping me telling
Devil's
me to
Breath
head
is
over
a
there?
failed cure for Norman's own family. What are these things? Prototype hand grenades?
You do wonder why Norman had some of these things in this lab, but at the same time, yeah.
Norman's got a real mad scientist thing going on.
Okay, not really seeing anything else. Unless I missed something over here, but I don't think I did. Okay, moving on to this thing then.
Wow. Norman wins the fancy map contest. Looks like Norman's tracking Dr. Michael's movements. Creep fest. Kinda makes sense, though. Michaels is the lead on Devil's Breath. Dr. Strom. Isn't he a robotics expert? No movement from Dr. Van Adder. Must be out of the city. Dr. Michaels leads the Devil's Breath team. Wherever the anti-serum is, he must have been too. Huh. This shows all of Oscorp's properties. Had no idea they owned so much of New York. Commercial buildings. Wow. So many records facilities. Oscorp's going all in on defense research. No. Norman's not crazy enough to keep the anti-serum in a shopping center. A records facility could be perfect cover for the Devil's Breath lab. Oscorp's going... No. A records facility could be perfect cover for the Devil's Breath lab. No.
Okay, so she has
I need to track
multiple...
Michaels. Van Adder is a dead end. Dr. Michaels leads the Devil's Breath.
I like
team.
that she has multiple...
Wherever the anti-serum is, he must have been too.
dialogue options for each. That's kind of cool. I like that she has
going
multiple...
all in on defense research. Sable troop deployments. They're stationed all over the city. I bet I can find the Devil's Breath lab with this. It must be an Oscorp property with a ton of Sable protection, frequented by Dr. Michaels.
Huh, interesting.
And this must be the C team. Good old Alpha team. Devil's Breath lab must have a big Sable presence. No. A records facility could be perfect cover for the Devil's Breath lab. Nope, that's just a Sable patrol. None of these patrols cross Dr. Michaels' path. Nope, that's just a Sable patrol. Oscorp's going... No. A records facility could be perfect cover for the Devil's Breath lab. Oscorp building, but no Michaels or Sable. Dr. Michaels went to this Oscorp building, but there's no security detail. This can't be it. Don't think I've chosen the right categories. Should check the patrol routes against Oscorp buildings. Bet I'm looking for a heavily guarded Oscorp building that Dr. Michaels
just seeing what the...
Alpha team. Devil's Breath lab must have a big Sable presence. GR-27. That's the code name for Devil's Breath. This is it. Tenson Cathedral. Isn't that...
I like that she has multiple different dialogue options. I was just trying to see everything she could say.
Records department. Perfect place to hide a secret biotech facility. GR-27 Martin Lee incident. What is this?
And we are rolling. I will be right next door. Just relax and let the medicine do its work.
And here we have the big wham episode of the evening.
I thought this was just a consultation. Boys seemed ready. I'm going in there. No, it's too late. Make it stop.
Well, that's horrifying.
What have you done?
Oh my god. Norman and Otto. They started all of this. They created Lee. I have to get this. No! Who's there?
Okay, that's creepy. That is really creepy. Like, any arachnophobes in the audience are probably terrified right now. I mean, even if that were me, I would have trouble not screaming. Because, good grief, just having a spider crawling on you. Ugh.
I've got the lab location. And a lot more. How far away are you?
2 avenues over. Say the word and I'm there.
Great. Keep the motor running.
Be distracted. And you be unconscious. And that's an interesting character, though. Have you thought of like what his weaknesses are or anything? Because that's kind of overpowered.
We're compromised. The hell? Don't move.
Oh, dang it.
Pete, I've got the lab location. And a lot more. How far away are you?
2 avenues over. Say the word and I'm there.
Yes, I plan to taser all of them. Zan, didn't you just say that Emma Frost was his mother? So how can he have a... Like, that doesn't make... like, if that's the case, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay. You have the right to remain unconscious.
Go to alert. We're coming. Gotta finish this.
What? I was behind something. How did he... like, that's the Oh, okay, grandmother, okay.
Pete, I've got the lab location.
That's the problem with going full on...
How far away are you?
2 avenues over.
Tase
Say the
literally
word and I'm there.
everyone.
Great. Keep the
Okay,
motor
he's
running.
hidden this time, so... Shouldn't have the same problem I did last time.
Make it a sweep.
And be tased. You know, this is probably one of... Like, when you really think about it, how humiliating is this for Sable that I'm just, like, running around tasing their entire force? Like, seriously. Okay, so Emma's his grandmother. I guess, like, Omega level mutants typically are really overpowered. Like, Franklin Richards is Franklin Richards. He is omnipotent.
Status clear.
He says status clear right as he gets tased. I mean, can you imagine if I got that wrong and I was just like... And then he was like, status, like, right when he's in the middle of a word. Like, status clear! And then it's like...
Control. I heard
Ah! Okay, only one in here, so...
Copy. Make it a sweep. Stay alert. I think we got company.
Yes, you have company, and you've been tased. Yeah, they are the absolute... They have the absolute worst... They are the absolute worst at their job. Okay, you're alone.
Stand by, Control. I heard something.
Okay, be lured.
Control. We're all clear. Huh? Who's there?
Yeah, I do wonder if there's an achievement for tasing literally every Sable off agent in the entire building. Okay, there's where I need to go, but I'm pretty sure there's another Sable agent I can tase. Okay, I think it depends. Like, there's multiple different factors that go into how much electricity you can survive. It's like amps and hertz, I want to say, or something like that. Amps and volts, I think, is what it is. Like there's different frequencies when it comes to electricity.
Clear that balcony.
Like when it comes to electricity, there's certain. Like, someone will have to look up, I can't remember off the top of my head, but basically there's certain things that you can, that just, there's, if it's high of one and low of the other, it's survivable, will hurt a lot. If it's high of one and low of the other, it won't hurt that much, but it can kill you instantly. I know there's something like that with electricity, I saw it on Mythbusters once, I can't remember off the top of my head. Okay, so he's not bulletproof, but he does have a healing factor. Okay, that's not as overpowered.
You are crazy.
You're amazing.
But again, Omega level mutants by nature tend to be pretty overpowered, but they always have some normally psychological weakness to them. Or something that prevents them from saying, the plot is resolved! Like, you know, there's always something like that. Like, who would get a good PS4, like a game like this? Like a good, like a good game that would fit this. Well, there's already Arkham games.
Harry sick? Norman and Lee and Dr. Octavius?
I know.
This is all my fault.
No, not the song again. You are not alone anymore, Pete.
That's a good question, though. Who other than
Let Miles and
Batman?
milk after feast. You find Norman. You find the cure.
You know who I'm gonna say? Well, first I'm gonna let this cutscene play.
Partner.
Also, I love how much detail goes into this mask. Like, just if you look at the mask, you can see like the fabric and everything. It's really cool. But as for who, there's actually plans for a really good Flash game. And Spider on MJ's shoulder. Yeah, I think Flash would make the most sense. Now, before we go to the because this is, you know, the end game territory. Let's see, there's one last thing we're going to do before the end game. Which, not intentional pun there. There's one last research. Is the last research station not going to show up? Come on. It's one of those things where I literally cannot do the last research station until after I finish the story now. That's lame.
I have to get that anti-serum and start putting things right. There must be some way to reach Leonardo. Convince them to give up this crusade for revenge. They've both done so much good for the world. They can't throw their legacies away just to spite Norman.
But, yeah, I think Flash would be
Norman's
really
on
good.
his way to get the anti-serum. Better update Yuri.
I hope
Like,
this is good news.
Flash would be a really
Oscorp just
good
created an anti-serum.
There's a cure? Oh, thank God. How quickly can we get it to people?
I'm on my way to find out. The lab is at 10th and Cathedral.
Wait. I just got a report of a helicopter going down in that area.
Oh no, that could be Norman's helicopter.
I'd send officers your way, but I don't have any.
Don't worry, I'm on it. This'll all be...
Okay, almost there. But is this one of those things where the last research station won't appear while I'm doing this? That's lame. It means I can't... Like, there's a reason I did it and saved it for last. Oh well. But, Flash!
This is Sable Control. What's our status in Sycamore?
Control, engaged in active pursuit of a fugitive vehicle.
Does anyone else find it suspicious that this Rhino person hallways, knocks down buildings, and tears up roads, which someone ends up making money rebuilding? Am I suggesting a conspiracy? You're damn right! Now, you've seen the man
Shoot, I'll have to listen to that afterwards.
Okay, let's get after those cops.
Spider Cop. Spider Cop. Which, by the way, Spider-Geddon actually revealed that there is somewhere in the multiverse there actually is a Spider Cop, which I find so fun. And I think that, like, this Spider-Man, PS4 Spidey, actually reacted to that.
Oh, how festive! More Sable agents.
Hello, I'm going to beat you up now. Here, enjoy your own gun emplacement. Oh, you won't get me to the ground. I'm going to keep doing this until I'm finished beating you up. Oh, that had to hurt. Come on.
Watch out for webs!
The city just got a tiny bit safer. Nice job.
Yeah,
Lee.
I know finishers, but I didn't really need finishers on these guys. Where did you come from?
This is Control. What's the status in Vanderbilt?
APC Kilo starting patrol map. Eyes out for
Like,
spiders.
where did that guy even come from? Yeah, they are making one. Which, like, if it's literally just like Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery... Actually, you know what? Suit power... Electric fists. There you go. Simple solution to that.
Sable reinforcements? Why don't I have reinforcements?
Yeah, they are. Speaking of interesting cinematic universes, did anyone else hear that that Toho's basically planning to make a cinematic universe of their own? Which is basically, they're planning to, they actually canceled Shin Godzilla for it, apparently. They're basically planning, from the sound of it, to make this new cinematic universe, which is gonna be Godzilla-oriented to a degree, but unlike, say, you know, how it has been for, like, ever at this point, they don't intend for it to be just Godzilla and everyone else's set dressing. Like, they intend to actually give other monsters like Mothra, Rodan, Ghidorah their own, like, starring movies, which I think is really cool. But, of course, that does raise a question. Oh, there's a crime over there. I want to get out. I want to finish the crime. Hello. Okay, where's the last guy? There you are.
Happy to sign autographs, but no selfies. Gotta be honest, those rocket backpacks are pretty awesome.
How did he? You tied yourself to a building. How is that even physically possible? Like, how? Like, I get that guy, I knocked him out and the whole thing tied him to this, but this is the guy I was fighting. He just suddenly is attached to a building now. I didn't hit him or anything, he's just attached to a building. How in... How did... Dude, how did you do that? Like, I don't even... I know you guys are really bad at your job, but I didn't think you were this bad. Regardless.
Attention units. Police vehicle is under duress. Location is Museum Mile. Over.
You must have registered him as falling off the building. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Is it still a prison break if they're not even in prison yet?
My friends, the Rhino and the Scorpion are back behind bars. But only
Hang
after
on one
wreaking
second.
havoc.
What? Oh, sorry, I meant to pause I meant to mute my mic there, but yeah, someone was calling for me. Sorry about that.
Imaginable havoc in a reckless rampage with Spider-Man. Hopefully, they'll never see daylight again. But we need to be ready if they do. Normal humans can't stand against the likes of the Rhino. So, here's my proposal. You've heard of police dogs, right? Now bear with me. We train, outfit, and deploy police rhinoceroses. You got a rhino? We got a rhino too, baby!
Hello. Be electrocuted. Oh, that guy's electrified and on fire. That has to be a new, most painful possible thing that can happen to a person. Ow. Okay. And good.
Don't think of it as going back to jail. Think of it as coming home.
But yeah, it probably registered as him falling off the building, glitched out, and tied him to the building. That's still kind of hilarious. Just the fact he managed to tie himself to a building. Like, I mean, can you imagine how, like, the other Sable agents, like, after they get beat up by Spider-Man, probably have these epic stories about how Spider-Man did this really awesome thing. And then that guy's like, I somehow tied myself to a building. I didn't even know how that was physically possible. Okay, well, tell me what my...
Great! Just when I thought I might run out of Sable agents to hit.
Enjoy that wall. Here, Christmas present. Here, go catch your own grenade. But, yeah, but seriously, can you just imagine, like, the stories some of these guys have to tell? Like, that would actually be a really good commercial. Like, there's that Just Cause 4 commercial where these guys are talking about all the crazy, insane things the protagonist managed to do. And, like, imagine, like, just a bunch of prisoners sitting around in jail, like, how'd he get you? And, like, he did this. And how did he get you? He did that. Okay, I see that one over there. Is that...
Units, we have reports of live
Okay,
gunfire.
that must actually be the one that I need.
Please proceed to Columbia.
And conveniently enough, this is right in the way. Hello!
This joyride ends right back at Riker!
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Won't be so easy fighting us all at once!
Well, it will be easy, because you guys are kind of dumb.
Here's that tank!
Here, you wanted this car so bad. Enjoy it.
That was like some dystopian sci-fi movie. Of course, the city's not that far off these days.
And I think it was in this general direction. But yeah, just imagine like the stories some of these criminals are telling each other in prison. Huh?
Gotta deal with these guys before they hurt someone.
Okay, you're now being electrocuted by your own attack. Okay, now please survive long enough for me to do this a couple more times. Good. Thank you. So, for helping me get that achievement, here, enjoy that. Okay, was that one resolved? No, it's not showing up on the map. That's the only one showing up, and I've already completed it. And no, that's not what I thought it was. Yeah, come on. Where is it? Oh, you're still there. Okay. I think they're lasers.
Almost flattered Sable's.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the yet.
Ground teams, this is Control. Need a status update from Firehouse. Observation post established. No sign of priority target.
This is where it is on the map, though. And I'll just do it after I beat the story mode. If I keep looking around, I'm not gonna
All for me? I won't get any peace until I shut that down. Let's see if I can do it quietly.
Continuing sweep.
Yeah, we need to have a talk about boundaries.
Watch the webs! I'm on it! Ow! Here, enjoy. Alright. And now you're unconscious.
Wonder if building owners are charging Sable rent for these rooftop posts.
Okay, I'm just gonna finish the story mode, and then it should reappear on the map. Which, if it does irritate me that it's not appearing on the map right now.
This is Sable Control. What's the situation in Colombia? Control. Violation of Martial Law Statute 237. We've detained an...
Okay, let's see. If I did finish this one, it will make me no more Sable times. And then...
Arresting people for peaceful protest? Not on my watch. This is not how you protect or serve!
Okay, was that all of them? Yeah, I find that zip things are a pretty easy way to deal with a lot of things. I dodged that. Oh
well. More guys? Man, Silver Sable must have get a lot of job fairs.
Oh, okay, that had to leave an interesting bruise. Yes, you need a lot more men. And you also need competent men, which you are clearly lacking.
Love the spirit of protest, but maybe wait till we're not in a state of emergency.
Okay, now we're not going to interrupt with any more crimes in this district. But yeah, I'm not going to spend the rest of the live stream looking for something that might not even show up or let me do it, so we're just going to continue the storyline. If that is the case, that's kind of stupid, because they add a change to how it plays out if you do it after a certain point, but then not let you actually play it during the main game after that point.
Open it.
Wow, Sable really sucks at their job. Okay, this suit has been...
before I can follow Lee into the lab. Time to KO those snipers.
Hello?
Sleep it off.
Hello. You have the right to remain unconscious. Let's see. Where's the next guy? Is there any other suit I should probably wear? Yeah, they did do that. To be fair, I don't think gunshots would actually do anything to him. I'm really tempted to wear one, but... Trying to think of which suit to wear in this situation. You know what? I'm going to wear the Spider-Punk suit because I want to. Okay, are you alone? Looks like you are alone.
Need to get through these.
Stealth suit? Okay, let's do the stealth suit.
It's quick before Lee gets a hold of the
It
anti-serum.
looks really cool and works. Okay.
Easier to take these guys out if they're split up. Literally didn't see that coming.
That rocket launcher made a lot of noise that no one noticed. Okay, who's next?
Might want to pick these guys off stealthily.
Spider-Man, leave now. My men will handle this.
Sable? Lee wiped out the agents stationed here. They're not handling anything.
You have been warned, superhero.
You know, I never even thought to do that, but that actually is kind of fun. Using the trap like that.
Sable made good on her threat, but these guys aren't looking to team up.
Tired of you harassing our agents, Spider-Man. It's end tonight.
You guys think I took out your men? You gotta be kidding me!
How's he doing this?
Okay, who's next? Oh, there's one of you guys left.
Gotta make this fast and get inside.
Yeah, those guys can be really irritating normally, but if you realize that that takes them out in one shot, they're really easy.
Demons and Sable are down. Time to follow Lee inside.
You know, just for being jerks, I'm gonna wreck some of your stuff that I didn't have to wreck. You wanna be jerks to me, I'm going to be a jerk to you. So leave me alone, and the next time I won't unnecessarily wreck everything that you own. Yeah, petty, but these guys are jerks, so they deserve it.
Need to get into that lab.
There. Also, let's see here. To be fair, since the last DLC is called Silver Lining, I have a feeling we are probably going to see more of her. And we also got one of these cut off, so...
Does anyone else find it suspicious that this Rhino person always knocks down buildings and tears up roads, which someone ends up making money rebuilding? Am I suggesting a conspiracy? You're damn right! Now, if you've seen the man testify in court, you know the Rhino is too stupid to plan anything himself. So who's the mastermind? Well, who else is always there? Supposedly fighting Rhino, but actually leading him around like a red cape does a bull. Say it with me! Spider-Man!
You know, I could see Peter, like, listening to that and being like, hey, you know what? I could actually, like, maybe I should invest in the local the reconstruction business, business or something, and being like, I could actually, you know, at least then I'd actually somehow indirectly make money off this. But yeah, having a boss fight with Sable would have been
Harass
cool.
my men, destroy my equipment, and cost my client millions. Give me one good reason I should not kill you right now.
Listen, I don't like you, you don't like me. But Lee has your client inside this building right now, and he's gonna kill him if we don't do something. We could fight each other, or we could fight Lee, but not both.
No, you are way more reasonable than your men are. Or at least somewhat more intelligent. But she's definitely going to play a role in the third DLC. Actually, maybe it says so now, because I've heard someone say that she's definitely going to be involved. Nah, she's not. Okay. Also, I've got enough, I think, for this. There, now we're fully upgraded.
After that, I make no promises.
Works for me. Lee's out of control.
You secure Osborn. I will talk to them.
I like how she's just like, okay, you deal with that, I'll handle the army of superpowered minions.
Okay, Lee. No more running. This ends tonight.
Okay, that hurts. Good to know. Is there anything else of use in here that I can look at? Doesn't look like I can.
This is insanity. I have to find a way to reach the Martin Lee I know. The man who built Feast. No way to go but down.
Well, Lee's powers are getting to the point he can defy the laws of physics. That's never good.
Stand back, Spider-Man. This would be an Osborn.
I know about the accident. I know what happened to your parents.
The accident? You sound as clinical as Osborn.
You know, I kind of wonder what this looks like in the real
died
world.
because of me. Because of what Osborn did to me.
You're more than your past. Don't let it control you.
I tried so hard to make my parents proud, to honor their legacy. But to truly honor them, Osborn must see justice.
I won't let you do this, Martin.
Look, we're like completely in agreement. Osborn needs to be brought to justice, but at the same time, you can't kill millions of people to do that. Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot of people say he's much more sympathetic than he was in the comics.
Lee's pain. His anger. It's fueling his power.
Yeah, I think him and Doc Ock are more sympathetic than they typically are in the comic books.
This is the only sample.
No! No, Martin! Look, I told you I'm sorry. It was an accident. I was trying to help.
You don't help people. You use them.
Bring your
and boss battle time. I love that line. Like that, this won't bring your parents back. Because, let's face it, of all the people here, who knows that better than anyone?
Let revenge win. Fight it! Must be punished.
Use the negative suit? Okay, we'll do. Negative suit. And, where's that suit power? Let's see if hitting him with that does anything.
Has infected this city for too long.
Osborn deserves true justice. He won't see it unless you stop now.
I'll never stop.
I like that this fight is a lot more, you can tell he got a lot more powerful, like, not necessarily more powerful, but a lot more skilled with how he uses his powers than he was in the first fight. I mean, he's still not terrible, like, he's still not... I wouldn't say he's the toughest boss in this game, but he's still a lot tougher than he was in the first fight.
Isn't you? This is exactly who I am!
But I like that this fight clearly makes it clear that he's made progress from his previous one. But you can tell to a degree he's also clearly not the most skilled of Spidey's rogues.
Fight it, Martin! You can walk away!
No! Osborn must suffer!
And he becomes a giant. Or he summons a giant. Which... I think this doesn't kind of imply that if all of this is happening in reality, which
I know you can beat the demon, Martin!
Beat the demon? I am the demon!
Which I'm assuming it is. Like, I'm assuming this, to a degree, is like a bit of reality intersecting his sort of negative zone to a degree, but...
He's a big dude.
But I think this does imply that Mr. Negative is probably like really, really strong.
Sure.
Ow.
My will is stronger than yours.
We'll see about that. Can't give up. He's almost down.
Come on, give me something. Ow, stop it! Okay. Oh, my finisher thing didn't show up. I thought the finisher would. This is a cool finish for a fight. I like this. Am I the only one that thinks right kick at that point? Like, them seeing that from the outside kind of implies there was some sort of zone around us that was manipulating reality.
Needs to pay.
I know. But this is the wrong way, Martin.
Dun 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 dun. Also, I love Doc Ock's theme. Like, I love his theme in this game.
Useless.
That would be a really interesting DLC, like a DLC chapter playing as Martin Lee. That could be interesting. Ooh. Yeah, that hurt. That definitely hurt.
Otto? That look on your face. You can't imagine how satisfying it is. Ready for your final act?
Playing as Doc Ock would kind of be cool too, but I can't really. I can think of ways they can make Martin Lee work, like playing as Mr. Negative, but not really a ways they can make him playing as Doc Ock work. I don't think, off the top of my head.
Hey. Hey.
Where's Otto?
Gone.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
Right now.
He needs a hospital.
No hospital. Feast.
But let me think. Silver Sable would be fun to play as, like a DLC playing as her. She looks like she'd be fun to play as, sort of the run and gun style. That could be really cool.
need to speak to your head doctor.
There's no doctors here.
Well, who's running this place?
Me, mostly.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a while, but I'll do my best. I'll need masks, gloves, whatever you have that's sterile.
Thank you. You can thank me by not dying. Oh my god.
Yeah, Rhino would be fun. Like, I could see a DLC where you're playing as each of the Sinister Six doing one of the missions that they do for Doc Ock. That could be cool. But then you'd be a villain protagonist, though, so there is that factor, which is a turn-off to some people, but not everyone.
But he needs rest.
Hey, take it easy.
Where's May?
And, like, the one thing I do give this game credit for, because of how much interaction you have with Aunt May and how, much interaction they give her, that scene has a lot of weight.
I need to find Otto.
You get the feeling of urgency that it really should have.
I don't know if I can beat him.
Maybe you can't. Maybe Spider-Man needs help from his friend Peter.
What?
Peter helped build those arms, remember? If anyone can find a weakness, it's him.
I like that. Like, that's like an interesting little line of dialogue.
Go get him, Tiger.
And the little spider. The little radioactive spider. And I admit, some people have pointed out that it's kind of silly that it doesn't do anything to her the entire time. Right. Then, well, this happens.
No, that's not it. Maybe it's this one. No.
Like, I mean, I can understand that maybe he put his hand directly on top of it and that's why it bit him. But still. Oh, and make sure that nothing eats that spider or else we'll end up with the 1,000. And I do not want to deal with that. I never want to deal with the 1,000 in one of these games. Ever. Please do not make me deal with the 1,000. If you don't know who the 1,000 is, don't look up pictures of it. Oh, and I got a superior level up.
MJ's right. I built the neural interface. That means I can destroy it. There must...
Now, let me see. Is that going to show up now? No. Actually, I think it might actually be on this building right here.
Something at the lab I can use.
I'm gonna go check that, mainly because there's this one communication I want to hear that I've never gotten to hear in my own playthrough. So, forgive me if I take a little detour here. The Nazi made out of bees would not be nearly as creepy as the 1,000.
Hello?
Man, I gotta change this number.
I must leave New York. Recent events give me pause. Your rescue of Osborn, despite his hatred, is affecting me. I must return home. Reflect on this life I choose.
Hey, I think I'm actually gonna miss you and your death troopers.
Unfortunately, my agents will stay. Though I question our work, they do not. As Osborn continues to pay, I am sorry.
So close to being good news.
Indeed. I will miss you and your bizarre witticism, Spider-Man. Until we meet again.
What a strange, violent lady.
Like, there's a definite reason I would rather face the Nazi made out of bees than the 1,000. Because, like, the 1,000 is just one of the most nightmarish Spider-Man enemies ever. And then they had to go and make Spiders-Man, who's basically him, but made out of spiders, which... Okay, I thought this might be it, but it's not. But this is the tallest building around, so maybe I actually will see it from here. Okay... You know, I wonder if it might not be in this section at all. That's what I'm actually trying to find. Okay, let's see. Is there any place I have not gotten all of the crimes? Well, I wait for that one. Because I do need to complete all the crimes. And I think the Sable crimes at least need to be done before you exit this section. And yeah, I'm actually waiting for that conversation. That's the one I'm actually waiting for. But for those of you that don't know what who the 1,000 is, he is basically a guy that ate the radioactive spider that bit Peter Parker and was turned into 1,000 spiders that form a hive mind, and they eat people from the inside out and use their corpse as a meat suit.
Checkpoint is active. Full battle rattle. Lethal force authorized. Watch your six.
Nope. That is not how you treat people in my friendly neighborhood.
Okay. Are there any jet troopers? Yeah, there are.
Try that on someone who can fight back.
Here, enjoy this. But yeah, the 1,000 is just freaking terrifying. And he's just one of those villains who... Ooh, that's going to hurt. That had to hurt. But he's just one of those villains that will haunt your nightmares forever if you've seen him. So I do not want to see him in this game. I do not want to see him in anything ever again, because he is just freaking terrifying. Now, granted, he is a good like a bit of a good foil for Peter, and in that case, he works really well. But at the same time, I do not want to see the 1,000 in anything. Like, if I hear they're going to make, like, a Venomverse movie or something about him, I'm going to go, nope!
Sable really gives a guy a run for his money.
Okay.
They deserve it.
We knew that Jameson was a liar. You're the best.
So great when you were like...
That was incredible. Thank you so much.
Can I destroy this? No, I can't. I was hoping I could destroy it. I can destroy that though.
My cousin thanks you. My kids thank you.
But yeah, that is just one of those characters that the very existence of freaks me out.
Control, what's the status in Vanderbilt? Observation post established. No sign of...
Like, what is his name? The Swarm, the Nazi made out of bees. Okay, is there anything I can do about it, or am I just locked out of that research station?
Maybe I can dismantle this outpost before they have a chance to call for backup.
Ooh, I know what to do.
Should've got a cough.
Are those spotlights To attract my attention? Maybe make it less ambiguous. Oh, spider logo. Nah, we get sued.
Okay, that dealt with some of you. Oh, how did you end up over there?
Really wish Sable would tell her agents to chill already.
Okay, that's all the ones in this section. Got demon crimes up there, which I can still deal with, I think. Everything in that section done. Okay, this section needs a lot of work. So is there anything I can actually do? Okay, so I just have to find it on my own and I can do it. Okay. Well, I'm going to travel over here and get these crimes out of the way. I love these things because it shows how oblivious Sable is. Okay, I've still got prisoner crimes and thug crimes. So I've got 4 to deal with. Is there anything I have to do to trigger Yuri and Spider-Man's conversation? Because I've actually been doing this for quite some time and it's just not shown up.
Peter, I'm with May. It's bad. You need to get that anti-serum here within the hour. And if you can't, then you need to get yourself here.
Well. That was sad. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat up some random thugs while waiting for like thug crimes to come out.
All units, we have a hostage situation.
There we go. Sorry guys, I was gonna beat you up, but some of your friends decided to cause a problem. Okay, now I know there's a whip dude.
Better move. Once they figure out there's no way they're getting off the island, who knows what they'll do. Hey! Does this bus go by the Statue of Liberty?
Do you... Here, officers, deal with that. Wow, he's still conscious. How are you still conscious?
The Devil's Breath is making everyone desperate to escape the city.
That was freaking awesome, by the way. Okay, so I'm just going to deal with the crimes here, and because I think these are the last crimes I actually need to deal with other than those demon crimes.
Is it still a prison break if they're not even in prison yet? I'm starting to think you guys don't like Rikers much.
Oh wait, simple way to get this one. Hi, buddy. Enjoy having people thrown at you because I've got plenty of people to do it with. Oh, that okay. You know that one hurt. Oh. Okay, let's see. That guy crashed.
Think of it as coming home.
That guy crashed into this, slammed into that, and then landed on the ground. That one had to hurt. Okay, so that just leaves, what, 2 stable crimes? Okay, let's beat up these guys up here while I'm waiting.
Hear me out. When you're out of prison, maybe ease up on the prison riots.
Okay, sorry, I had to quickly deal with that because now I gotta deal with this. That's where I thought Electro, I think, and Voltra, I'm pretty sure.
Open fire! This is really flattering. But tell Silver Sable I only like her as a friend.
Also, your boss kind of quit on you, so...
Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
I love this game's combat system. I really do. Hey guys, we're going to have a game. We're going to play a game of Throw the Goons, and you get to be the throwable object. I admit this isn't the most effective. That isn't the most effective power, but it's one of the most hilarious. Where's the last guy? Okay, just I think one more. Thank you for letting me know. I just want to finish these, the stable crimes. The stable crimes in this area. Am I still in the right area? Yeah.
Ground team, this is Stable Control. What's our status at the yard?
Control, we are arresting civilians who refuse to cooperate with Locate Spider-Man.
Hey, you do know you're the bad guys here, right?
Get clear!
You guys are probably one of the more annoying factions.
Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
Okay, he's unconscious.
Captain, sorry I've been off the grid. Any new intel?
No, we've got nothing.
Are you alright? I mean...
I'm sick. Everyone is now. My guys all went home to be with their families. I didn't see any reason to stop them.
Hey, come on. I've never known you to give up. We can do this. It'll be okay.
I don't believe that anymore. I did everything I knew how to do. Gave all I had, and things just got worse. It's over. I'm going to my mom's. She's got it too. She's a widow, and no one should be alone with...
I understand. Go. Yuri, thanks for all your help. And thanks for being a friend.
And that's what I was waiting for. Okay, prisoner crimes done. Stable crimes not done. And there's a lot more of those than I thought there was. So yeah, let's just go up there and find that. Okay, so just below the demon hideout. Oh, it's there. Why is it there now? Like, now it's on the screen. Why is that the case? No, whatever the case. Now we've heard all of those, so now we're just going to do this. Which also I'm going to change suits for. Because this is the most logical suit for this mission. Then we're going to go fight Doc Ock. Okay, the last one. By the way, did anyone see the Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer 2?
It acts as a failsafe for the others.
I did. It looks really awesome.
They're all susceptible to lightning strikes, which would erase their data banks. If they're in danger, they'll automatically transfer their data to Oscorp's servers. Just make sure it works, okay, pal?
There's a storm threatening now, and the automatic transfer isn't working. No time to write code now. I'll have to manually link the research station data hubs. Then I need to go to the top of the Oscorp building and align their receivers. First data hubs. Okay. My lenses should show the other hubs in red. Got it. Now to make more links in the chain. Man, it's getting bad out here.
Yeah, this is... Well, Electro... Like, this would have been something to expect Electro to have some responsibility for.
Got it. Uh-oh. The receiver's energy is giving me a positive charge, which means I'm at a high risk for lightning strikes. My charge is increasing. I gotta move fast or I'll get zapped.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are thinking, is that that's going to be Anguirus, which I'm kind of hoping it is. Because I like Anguirus. Anguirus is a really awesome character. King Ghidorah looks terrifying. Like, King Ghidorah just looks completely and utterly terrifying. Which he really should be. And Mothra looks awesome. Like, Mothra looks like she is going to do some cool stuff. And so does Rodan. Like, all of them look like they're going to do some really awesome stuff. Also, I'm getting shot, so let's not do that.
One more down. Can't stop to celebrate. My costume's insulation can protect me a little, but I can't afford many hits.
Yeah, getting struck by lightning, not a fun thing to happen to someone. Like, they do kind of make, it does kind of make me wonder, like, how exactly does that work exactly? Like, how it, like... Oh, there we are.
Nature's so awesome, except when it tries to kill me.
Like, how exactly, why is Spider-Man in particular positively charged? Like, if it was after the fight with Electro, I can see kind of how that might happen. Like, you know, Electro's voltage is positive, this is negative, or something like that. And, yeah, it does, like, that was my first thought, is that's going to be Anguirus, or Anguirus, whichever you want to say. Which is good, because I really like it. Oh, crap, get off of this, get off. Like,
scientifically, I know
overall,
why this is
Godzilla
happening.
King of the Monsters just looks
It's hard
like...
not to feel like the universe is against me right now.
Like, it's just one of those movies that looks like it's going to be awesome. Like, there's not many ways that, unless they do something really stupid, which I don't think they will, because apparently the person in charge basically literally watched every single Godzilla movie in preparation. So, we're not dealing with, like, the Godzilla Planet Eater thing where the guy in charge actually didn't even bother to watch anything with Godzilla. And that is actually true. He has legitimately admitted he did not watch anything Godzilla in preparation like the Godzilla anime trilogy, which I can totally get. Now, yes, he had advice not to do it, but that doesn't mean he should have listened. Like, if someone gives you bad advice, don't listen to it. And bad advice is being told, don't watch any movies of this beloved franchise you are being put in charge of. Don't even try to have, like, do research. Like, to me, that's just dumb. I like the Godzilla, to a degree, I like the Godzilla anime trilogy. Like, to a degree, I find the movies decent.
No time to admire the view.
But I think that they are not nearly as good as they could have been. Like, I haven't seen Planet Eater because it's not out in the States yet. It's going to be coming to Netflix soon. But it's just one of those things where it feels like someone was told a vague idea or saw pictures of something and then was asked, hey, make something off of this, which can work, but it didn't seem to really work well enough. Especially since they had some really creative ideas that the director shot down. Yeah, I mean, that is true, and right, the thing with Planet Eater as well is after Mechagodzilla, like after, you know, sitting on the edge of battle, a lot of people don't trust what they're going to do with Ghidorah. Especially because there's some really interesting ideas that Urabushi had for Godzilla sitting on the edge of battle that got cut. Like, apparently one of his ideas was Mechagodzilla City to all combine into this huge 1 kilometer tall Mechagodzilla and fight Godzilla Earth, which would have been that would have been cool. Like, legit, that would have been cool. Like this 1 kilometer tall Mechagodzilla.
Toward each other.
There's one.
That did it.
Got it just in the nick of time.
All the research data is going to Oscorp's servers. Harry's work is safe, and I can finally get out of this weather.
But, yeah, I think the problem is, from the trailers, a lot of people did not have faith in Planet Eater.
Hey, Pete. In the mood for some good news?
Sure. I've always got plenty of the other kind.
I just posted a new article. Oscorp announced Harry's research stations are providing valuable data, so they're fully funding them.
You're kidding.
That's nice.
That's great. I just wish we could tell Harry.
I know. I haven't been able to find out where they're treating him. I can't confront Norman about what we know without admitting to breaking and entering.
Well, wherever he is, Harry's getting the best care. Whatever his faults, Norman loves his son. And his mom would be so proud. He really stepped up for her.
You helped a little yourself, Tiger. You're a good friend.
So are you, MJ. And wherever Harry is, he knows that. Can't wait to read the article.
Okay, there we go. So, onward to the final battle. But yeah, like, that's the thing, is within not that long of Planet Eater coming out in Japanese theaters, we get the reveal of what Ghidorah will look like in Godzilla King of the Monsters, and Godzilla, like Planet Eater, Ghidorah looks like, the thing is, the full design isn't bad. Like, the full design they released of what he would fully look like is not bad. But the fact that in the movie, from the looks of it, he's just going to be a bunch of flying snakes, not
Folks,
really the best thing.
But when I hear reports of loot, the fights over food or medicine, I say to myself, we are better than this. You are better than this. I've known you my whole life. I am proud to be a member of this community. Don't give in to fear. Help each other. Stand up for those who need it.
You interrupted me listening to the radio, pal.
Nice thing about staying in the jumpsuits, you don't have to change clothes.
And there's suddenly a...
Those Sable guys are way too rough. Maybe I should step in. Yeah, I'll step in.
I was trying to look at this, honestly.
Try that on someone who can fight back.
Okay, where did this even come from? Like, that's the question about this. But, yeah, like, and the thing is, like, I would have loved to see some of the ideas that apparently were brought out, but rejected by the director. And the thing is, I can't really entirely blame the director for it, because Toho basically gave him really bad advice in general, and he really shouldn't have been the director to begin with. Because that's the thing, if they pick the wrong person for the job, it's not the person's fault if they can't deliver, because they weren't, you can't expect them to.
I'm not giving Sable International a good review online.
Thank you. I'm so scared.
How did that even happen exactly? Oh.
You're a man, Spider-Man.
You're a real hero.
This is Sable Control. The boss
Of
wants
course.
a sit rep on the garrison in Chelsea. 10-4, Safety C Sierra. We are commencing our patrol. APC turret disabled.
Okay, I'm trying to save the world. If you guys would please stop being evil for 5 seconds so I can deal with the big bad, I would be very grateful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents.
Watch out for webs! Take the pieces, guys!
But I think the major issue when it comes to the Godzilla anime trilogy is a lot of the good stuff that really would have been interesting to see got relegated to novels. Because Godzilla Monster Apocalypse and Godzilla Project Mechagodzilla, the 2 novels, from the sound of it, had a lot of what we really should have gotten in the anime trilogy itself. In fact, if I were doing it, I would have had them be it and end on a positive note. I said note really weird there, but you get the point.
Calling agent stationed in the Tenderloin. What's your status? I'm established. Situation.
Like, I know I don't have to do these crimes, but the thing is, I wouldn't feel right if I did it.
Aw, all for me? I won't get any peace until I shut that down. Let's see if I can do it quietly. Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything?
Okay, but, like, that's the thing. I feel like if you look at the stuff that we would have gotten had they done that, we would have gotten, like, a bunch more monster fights. We would have gotten, like, Batra and Mothra in a primary role. Which that would have been Batra's first appearance in ever. And the way I would have done it is I would have had the Monster Apocalypse stuff be the main anime movie. And have what was basically what is described in the novels is that Mothra and Batra could have defeated Godzilla. They could have killed and defeated Godzilla. But Batra fought Godzilla first and lost, so Mothra couldn't beat him on her own. Well, she could beat him. Like, she actually does defeat him. But she can't kill him on her own.
I can't let those Sable Guards.
She would need Batra to truly finish him off. So what I would have done, if I was in charge of the anime trilogy, is I would have had that been the driving force.
I have never lied to you before, and I'm not going to start now. It's looking bad. We're running short on time. The elderly especially are in rough shape. And the NDC, despite working around the clock, as yet has no results. But do not forget this. We're New Yorkers. We take care of each other. We do what's right to the very end. And if we are facing the end, I can tell you this from the bottom of my heart. There's no one I'd rather have at my side. Whatever comes next, we will face it bravely. Together, as New Yorkers. My friends, the privilege has been mine.
Nighty night.
Hey, here, enjoy this. Ow. Okay, enjoy your flight. Here, have us back. But yeah, it probably would have made it work a lot better as an anime, as a as a series rather than as a series of movies. But to another extent, I don't feel like what we got really would have.
I love the spirit of protest,
because there's a lot of issues with
in a
it
state of emergency.
that I feel are just issues with the idea. Like, if they'd gone with the stuff that's in the books, I could see a series working really well. But I get the, like, the thing is, they didn't really use the monster planet idea to its fullest. Because it's just Godzilla. It's just Godzilla in a world without a city to destroy. So, I honestly feel like they needed to do something a little more. And they didn't. And yeah, it probably would have been better as an anime series, but I don't think a lot of the stuff that they had in mind, unless all the stuff they put into the books was in it, would have worked. Like, the way I would have done it is, I would have had the series be about the monster, the monster apocalypse going on, and culminate with trying to find Mothra and Batra so they can defeat Godzilla. And that be the end, Mothra and Batra fighting and defeating Godzilla. Like, to me, that would have been an interesting anime. I like this. I like this suit, but it's not my favorite suit. Like, it has cool aspects to it, and I really do think it looks powerful, but it's not my favorite suit in the game. I think to me the problem is it's just all black.
And once again, we have live footage of Mayor Osborn being held captive on the roof of Oscorp Tower.
You want me to beg? Not gonna happen!
The world will know the truth before they mop you off the pavement.
Go! Oh!
Tell them what you did.
I never...
Everything you have is built on lies! Lies! You stole my property!
That is a good question.
Yes. Now, the truth.
That might have been more effective.
The truth. Okay.
The truth is, you were only ever worth a damn when you worked for me! The truth is, you could never accept that I'm better than you! You're a failure, Otto! And you always will be!
Yeah, like, to a degree, you gotta respect, Norman's guts to do that, but at the same time, I think it kind of shows he's not the best person. Yeah, I like him in that scene too, but he's also not the best person. It also shows he's not that good of a person. But I do like the smile he has there. It's kind of like, for once we have the Green Goblin smiling and basically cheering on Spider-Man.
You're fighting the wrong man. But have it your way.
We don't have much time! Please! I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Also, I love, I love Doc Ock's theme.
Just give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn! No! He always bounces back! He has to lose everything!
But I just love Doc Ock's theme. Like, he has a really cool theme.
Enough playing!
Gotta move.
And this is really cool. Yeah, it definitely does.
People are dying! They need the anti-serum now! I will cure the city after I bring down Osborn!
Get him, spider drones! You know, the spider drones aren't as big of a game breaker as they are against normal drones. That would be cool. Hopes and dreams. Yeah, that would fit.
The city. Then we can do whatever you want. I already know what I want. Now get out of my way before I really hurt you.
Ooh. Okay, you need to be careful here, because he is actually really fast.
How much is Osborn paying you to protect him? I'm not protecting him! Give me the anti-serum, and I promise Osborn will face charges! Liar! Just like Osborn! Nothing but lies!
But this whole fight is, like, really cool.
What happened to the man?
I really need to stop hitting him like that. This is a very cinematic, epic fight. I really do dig it. Oh, okay, I'm in trouble. And I died. That's actually the first time I've ever died fighting Dr. Octopus. And yeah, this does, well, you know, of course it looks much better than the PS1 game, because of course it's the PS4 game.
Just give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn! No! He always bounces back! He has to lose.
But let's be fair, for its time, Spider-Man PS4 was awesome. Like, for the time period it came out, Spider-Man PS4 was one of the best games, like, best licensed games there was. I mean, Spider-Man 2 was one of the best, well, except on the PC. Like, apparently the PC version really sucked. But it's just one of those games that I used to play the heck out of Spider-Man 2.
Dying! They need the anti-serum now! I will cure the city after I bring down Osborn!
I think another thing is... Ow.
Let me save the city! Then we can do whatever you want! Give me the anti-serum, and I promise Osborn will face charges! Liar! Just like Osborn! Nothing but lies!
And this is actually an intense boss fight, so I can...
Enough of this!
Okay, now on to the next phase. Oh, now it starts to fall over.
Such Such a disappointment. Parker.
I love this part.
You knew? I tried to warn you, Peter, but you didn't listen. You knew. I won't let you win. This means too much to me. Not more than it means to me.
And like he straight up rips off one of Doc Ock's tentacles. Like you get the like it's kind of obvious that Peter is to a degree holding back because he didn't want to hurt Otto. I like that kind of idea that that was the point where he's just like, no, I'm not holding back anymore. I'm going to finish this now.
Can't you see all the people you're hurting? You'll never understand. You haven't suffered like I have. You should be on my side. I won.
And like if you play this right, it does give the impression that Spider-Man just kind of said, to heck with this, I'm going to end this now.
Please, think of the man you were.
That man is gone. You can't save me, Peter.
Then I guess you'll have to save yourself. You were my hero. You meant so much to me.
Like compared to the first half of the fight, it really does feel like the gloves are off for this section.
I hate that you're making me do this. We were going to change the world.
You look tired, Parker.
Not tired. Just hurt.
You know, is it weird that what are considered the two best Spider-Man games both have Doc Ock as the big bad?
You have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
I couldn't agree more.
That looks painful. Like that was being impaled. Like that was impalement. Yeah, you've probably got a few broken bones there, dude.
Peter.
I mean, granted, I got impaled, but
I saw you as a son.
I'm superhuman. You're a guy.
I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. I've worshipped you. Your mind, your conscience, wanting to help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty, a responsibility, to use our talents in the service of others. Even if they don't appreciate it, we have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
No, you're wrong. You are everything I wanted to be. You just threw it away.
You can get the point in that speech where he said something wrong.
You're right, Peter.
And that's that those beneath us.
The neural interface affected my mind. But I can fix it. We can fix it. Together. If you'll help me.
Superior Spider-Man storyline might be interesting to see, but
I'll make sure you get the best help.
Like, the thing is, I think the comics did that storyline pretty well, and this is trying to be its own thing.
Don't take my arms! I'll be trapped in this useless body! Please, Peter. That wasn't me. You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember? And of course, you rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
Peter?
Even when it hurts like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter? Peter!
I like that final battle. Like, that's an epic final battle. Like, I could see them doing the Superior Spider-Man storyline, but I kind of think that they might want to go a different route because everyone knows how that goes, and this game is kind of building its own story. Like, it's all about building its own universe, so if they do that, they would need to put a twist on it.
It's still viable. We'll need the entire sample as a base to produce more doses.
How long will that take?
A few hours. Maybe a day.
What if we use it to cure someone right now?
Then there won't be enough to cure the others.
Yeah, that's basically what I mean. And a lot of people have interpreted this scene as Morgan Michaels knowing Spider-Man and Peter Parker are the same person. Which logically he would because when he operated on Spider-Man earlier.
You're gonna be okay.
It's kind of interesting.
I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
I never wanted you to worry.
I did. And I am so proud of you. And Ben would be too. All the people you've saved.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
That would have been interesting, making the player choose, but I'm just going to let this play out a little bit longer. But, okay, for starters, and yeah, Paul kind of just pointed it out, That was basically the biggest middle finger physically possible to One More Day. This ending is basically one gigantic middle finger to One More Day. And I'm very fine with that because it's a good retort. Because if for those of you watching that don't know what One More Day was, it was a storyline where Peter Parker, due to exposing his identity in Civil War, Aunt May was mortally wounded and going to die. Yeah, choosing to say Aunt May would have been the bad ending. And he basically makes a deal with the devil with Mephisto to trade his marriage to Mary Jane for Aunt May's life. Needless to say, a lot of people hate that story because that goes against everything Peter Parker is about. I mean, everything Spider-Man is about. And Aunt May literally told him, I've had a good life, let me go. I'm okay. And, you know, that's basically what happens there, more or less. And a lot of people hate that, and I hate it too, because it just doesn't make any sense. That goes against Spider-Man. Spider-Man is, with great power comes great responsibility. This ending is Peter choosing responsibility over what he wants. Because Aunt May was willing to die. She had accepted her, you know, she was accepting it. She told him, you know what to do.
What about you? Find a job yet?
Oh, no, but,
I'll be right with you, honey. Thank you.
I was actually considering maybe a career change.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I might want to become a chef.
I'm sorry, no, you're a scientist. A good one.
Yeah, the last project I worked on, I created a monster octopus that almost destroyed the city, so...
Yeah. I mean, you do make a hell of a chicken curry.
I do. Still working on my dumplings, though.
Going camping?
Oh, my new place isn't going to be ready for about a week, so I'm going to be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Oh. You know, you can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes, I mean, no, I don't, I not want to, but meaning I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
Me neither.
And there's the other middle finger to One More Day. But yeah, a lot of people caught on to it. This ending is pretty much one gigantic middle finger to One More Day. And it's a good one, because it is probably a bit of a take that or a fix it on it. Hi, Brian Dancy. You missed literally everything. Like, we're at the end of the live stream right now. But yeah, and if you don't want spoilers, well, we're at the end of the game, so we're kind of discussing spoilers. So if you are, I would suggest clicking out of the video right now if you're not wanting spoilers. But this is the finale. But yeah, basically this is what would have happened in One More Day if Peter Parker was responsible and did the right thing. Skip the credits. How do I do that? I forget how to do that. Yeah. Okay, good. But yeah, that's one of the things with
I'm not an expert or anything, but I think it's in the way that you ask her.
I'm getting too nervous. Hey, alright, so where do you want this?
Right over here is fine.
Alright.
Also, he has a bulldog shirt. I like that.
Hey, so
that's
Pete,
kind of adorable.
Yeah.
Bulldogs are adorable.
Kinda gotta talk to you about something I can't tell my mom about.
And so are pugs. Or is that a pug?
Well,
that might be a pug, which are also adorable.
Weird things have been going on. Like physically.
Oh.
And yeah, it is kind of refreshing that he has allies that know his secret identity.
Well, you know, you're at that age where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas, for example...
Not that. I think it's better that I just, I show you.
No.
I like this scene because it has comedy,
weird, right?
but it's also epic.
Not that weird.
And also, I like that both Spider-Mans exist in the same universe. Well, he's straightforward with his friends. He was not straightforward with Aunt May, but she figured it out on her own anyway. But, yeah, basically, I think that this is basically a what if Peter was behaving the way he should have in One More Day. Like, that's basically what it is. And another post-credit scene.
We were so close.
Dun dun dun.
But I'll keep trying. I will find
Yeah,
a
I
cure.
agree with that. That's cool.
I will.
That, like, though everyone's saying that's Venom, the thing is, due to the lighting, we can't tell what color the symbiote is. Like, that could be, like, that could technically be Carnage, but it probably is Venom. Like, it obviously must be Venom, but I'm saying if they wanted to do a bait and switch, they really could have. But it kind of is kind of obvious with that cutscene that the next game will have Venom and Green Goblin as the big bads. Like, that's going to be the next game. Like, I can imagine it being one of those things where either Harry is Venom, or also, I can't switch suits right now. Let me see. Oh, I got a new suit. Which is it? Oh, it's the Antioch suit, and the undies suit is still here. Which I need to finish off those last few crimes that I didn't finish before, so. But yeah, that's the main story. So I'm gonna give kind of my review of a bit of my thoughts on the games while I go after these last few people. I mean, last few crimes I have to deal with. But yeah, having Defoe voice the character. Oh wait, also let's switch suits because I'm trying to think of which suit I want to put on right now. Let's swing around in a vintage comic suit. But overall, I think this is an awesome game. Like, the storyline is really, really good. It actually would make a nice... Like, I could see them making a TV series adaptation out of this game. Like, I think that would be really cool to do if they ever did it. The gameplay is just great. Like, this game has really awesome gameplay.
Yuri, you're back. How's your mom?
Fine. Right back to complaining about not having grandchildren.
So you gonna take that vacation now?
Are you crazy? There's no time for that. The apocalypse didn't happen, which means we've got a city full of loose ends to clean up.
Sounds like a big job, but we're up to it.
Not you. For a job this tough, we need Spider Cop.
I love this
You
game.
said it. You even did the voice.
Okay, don't make it weird.
You like me. You really like me.
You made it weird. Let's go. We've got...
Okay, is it on the right one? Yeah.
I can't wait. Spider Cop surveys the city. Placid, but seething with turmoil just beneath its calm surface.
What have I done?
But the gameplay is really good in this game. Storyline is really good. The acting is phenomenal. Like, every actor, I don't think there's a bad actor in this entire game. Like, I think everyone does a good job. I mean, yes, Screwball is incredibly irritating, but that's the point of her. If she was not incredibly irritating, her actor would not be doing her job. The gameplay is really good. The boss battles are pretty epic. Like, they are really epic. Come on, criminals, show up.
All units, we have reports of gunfire coming from multiple vehicles. Location is Lower Chinatown.
Okay, there we go. But, who else? That's a good question, honestly. Who else would I want? That's actually, like the question is, who else would work? Like, Iron Man would be epic. Like, I would like to see Iron Man.
So that's just rude. Here's your stuff.
Like, Iron Man would be really cool to see. Luke Cage would be interesting. Like, Luke Cage doesn't get a lot of things. And they have also talked about making other games for other characters. I would like to see an Iron Man game. Like, Iron Man would be a good game, a good one. Doctor Strange would be cool, because they can get a lot of cool visuals off that.
And that's why I never bothered to get my license. Well, that and the web swinging.
I'm trying to think of other ones. You know what? I'm going to do this just for funsies. But let me think.
All units, officers under fire. Need additional units to the lower east side.
Yeah, Captain America would be cool to see him.
I need to take out those snipers. I've got an idea how to settle this. Hands off.
You know, actually, that would be an interesting one. I was just thinking Yeah, Punisher would be interesting to see. Like, I'm honestly surprised Punisher does not get more games, given he's kind of the first-person shooter genre is really big. So I could totally see a Punisher, a really good Punisher first-person shooter. Yeah, I think I've heard of that one. Ghost Rider. Like, I don't know why it took me so long to think of it, because I'm literally Ghost Spider right now. But
That was like a crazy modern western. Lawmen pinned down in an urban canyon. Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Spider.
I like that one.
People. Assess all injuries. Red tags go straight on the bus.
And they do not notice I'm a terrifying apparition with a flaming skull for a head. Okay, am I still in the right one? Yeah, I am. I have two.
Ground team, this is Control. What's the situation in the Lower East Side? APC Foxtrot reporting. In pursuit of escape.
Like, the interesting thing is, if you look at this, let me see. I'm sure. It actually is mentioned down here that there are still Sable outposts in, still Sable groups in the city. So they actually do explain this.
Now, you could let me get these escaped convicts while you go after other ones. I know, pretty hard.
Now, if you excuse me, I gotta deal with the escape
Time
con.
to stop the convicts.
But yeah, that Punisher would be really cool. Like a certain Punisher game would be like a Punisher shooter would be really cool. Yeah, but I'm trying to think who else. Hulk had Ultimate. Like, I'm trying to think of people that have never had a good game. Because Hulk has Ultimate Destruction, which is a really good game. Like, I used to play that game all the time. Like, that was a really good game. I don't like, as long as that game exists, like, I think Hulk has still has a decent game. Daredevil, yeah, Daredevil would be great.
Nice job, me.
Like, I think at one point they were actually planning to make a Daredevil game. Okay, I still got a couple more crimes to deal with. But, yeah, Daredevil would be awesome, because I could see a lot of really cool things with that. Like, especially depending on how they make your... Like, obviously they would have to make it so you have a choice between normal vision and Daredevil's sound vision. Or, because if it was just in his sound vision all the time, I think that would be difficult to do.
Mark your calendars, folks, because I'm going to say something you thought you'd never hear from me. Spider-Man got it right. Does that mean I was wrong about him? Am I apologizing?
T'Challa, yeah.
No. You see, I have it on good authority that he is a regular listener of this program. And now, it makes a lot of sense. He heard what I said. He internalized it. And he learned. Improved himself. And against all odds, he did the right thing. So, Spider-Man, you're welcome. However, don't think I'm going to go easy on Spider-Man from here on out. I'll be watching, keeping him honest. Spider-Man, since I know you're listening, imagine my eyes on you everywhere you go. I mean, not like the shower. That would be weird. Or the bathroom. Let's go to commercial.
Well, Spider-Man finally got Jameson to say something nice about him. That could be interesting. Moon Knight could be interesting. Here's someone. I'm trying to think. Iron Fist would be fun.
Nope. That is not how you treat people in my friendly neighborhood.
Okay, I know there's another one. Kamala Khan, I've never heard of that one.
Nope. That is not how you treat people in my friendly neighborhood.
Oh, the new Miss Marvel. Okay, okay. Well, that could be interesting. Now fear my ghostly flaming rampage. But I think that Ghost Rider would be cool. Because, yeah, I think he did have a good movie tie-in game, which was, if I'm not mistaken, not very good. Ooh, that had to hurt.
Sable guys were gonna be bad news.
I don't like violence, but hey, that was cool.
You're a real hero.
Pay no attention to the man with the flaming head. But, yeah, it's one of those things, like, that could be cool. Like, again, the Hulk doesn't really need a new game that much, because Ultimate Destruction's really good. But then again, Spider-Man had Spider-Man 2, which... But the thing is, I think Spider-Man needed it more because Spider-Man 2's graphics have not aged well at all. Like, its graphics really haven't aged all that well.
Observation post established. Situation normal.
All I need is Sable guys taking potshots at me. Let's see if I can shut them down before they even know I'm here.
I'll say this for Spider-Man. He doesn't seem like a killer. A target's a target. Absolutely. I just don't understand why the client's so obsessed with him. You don't get paid to understand. You get paid to complete the mission. He they will. Especially since the target's Spider-Man and not Electro.
Somehow they did not notice that.
Aw, a rooftop party for me? With spotlights and everything?
But, let me think. Like, again, Iron Man would be really cool. Iron Fist would be cool. Luke Cage could be... Like, the Heroes for Hire could be really cool. Like, a sort of a bounty hunter-esque game. That could be cool. You need more than a few more agents. You need, like, an entire army. Oh, wait, you've got an entire army. It's just not doing you any good. Like, the Heroes for Hire could be interesting. You know, just be, like, sort of the bounty hunter in, like, the whole mercenary thing. That could be really cool. Well, not mercenary, more private, like, detectives.
Rooftop posts.
But I think that's one of those things that could be really cool. Like, especially if they have all, like, you know, multiple ones. Like, multiple members of it. Because Luke Cage is the obvious one. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, that could be cool. Well, I mean, they got a Telltale Games game, but Telltale Games are kind of divisive. And they're more choose-your-own-adventure stories than what I would call, like, the kind of game a lot of people would want. Because, for the most part, Telltale Games are choose-your-own-adventures. So, I think a Guardians of the Galaxy game, that would be pretty cool. And Paul Donald. Here, enjoy this wall. It looks nice. Oh, wait. I didn't have to look at that guy, but I'm pretty sure that probably hurt. Like, that looked like it hurt. What? How? I didn't even do anything. So how did they drop that grenade at their own feet? Like, I'm convinced, like, the guy just threw it and hit the door. Like, that's what it looks like happened, is that he just threw it and hit the door. Okay, anyone left? Nope. And I'm pretty sure that the Distro still has one more card. Now, let's see if that... Yeah, that... Oh. Ow. I'm honestly sorry, dude. I did not mean to do that. That looks very uncomfortable and painful.
Folks, I'm hearing a lot of praise for Spider-Man lately, and I'm not saying it's entirely unwarranted. He did listen to me after all, and did the right thing in the end.
Don't worry, the cops will help you.
Yeah. I can tell it's going to his head. Look at it. The wisecracking, the grandstanding, swinging around the city like he owns it. This is not his city. It's mine. I mean ours.
Hopefully the police will get you an ice pack, dude. Okay, I'm gonna do this last Sable mission, and then that'll be the night. But, like, I think Guardians of the Galaxy would be cool. Oh, that's cool. Like, that's a cool one. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'm trying to think. A Black Panther game would be interesting because while he has some similar powers to Spidey, a lot of them are different, and I think that could be really cool. Captain America game could be cool because they could kind of make it a hybrid sort of gameplay. Because there's... You know, they could get vehicles in there if they do them right.
Ground teams, this is Control. What's the situation in the Lower East Side? Traffic control established. Checking all suspicious persons.
Those Sable guys are way too rough. Maybe I should step in. Yeah, I'll step in.
Okay, where are all of... Okay, how many jet guys are there?
Try that on someone who can fight back.
Here, catch. Okay. No, I could have sworn I did something about that. But... Dang it, I missed. But, yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah, a beat-em-up would be cool. Like, a beat-em-up would definitely work for those guys. And, like, I could see a lot of ways that a Captain America game would work, and it would... The way it would work the best, though, in my opinion, is because it would be so different than Spider-Man. Here, you know, you like sending people through those? Here, you go through it. How does it feel? How does it feel to be forced to go through that?
Sable's after me now, too. As if I didn't have enough to worry about.
That was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, an X-Men beat-em-up could... I mean, X-Men RPG could be good.
Dozen of you.
These escaped prisoners don't pretend they're good guys.
Okay, I think that's where we're going to stop. Next week we will begin the Heist DLC. And by the time we get through that and, Turf Wars...
Civilians are trapped inside the
What
vehicle
the? Oh yeah, random crimes now spawn.
Mobilize on
By the time we get through that in Turf Road, Silver Lining should be out, and we can do all the DLC pack in one go. So, yeah, that's going to be how we do that.
Car wreck down there.
I've got you. Stay calm.
Here, enjoy being thrown at your friends. Now, will you please move out of the way so I can deal with this?
My life. Thank you.
James. Someone's pinned under that car. Need to hurry.
Namor game, that could be interesting. Here, deal with that. I got things to deal with.
Almost got it.
Namor could be cool. But yeah, next week will be the heist. And once we're done with that, we might, I've got a few games I haven't done anything yet, so we'll see. Oh, that looked painful. And it also looked cool. Because basically I was pulling that guy and I had to dodge and he just crashed right into that guy's face.
Okay, people are safe. I should clear out so the professionals can get in.
So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Have a nice day. See you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on archive. Try to make the live streams. I do them Wednesday and Saturdays if I can. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase.